Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Thursday Night Mini Healing. I'm Summer Avalon, and I'm so glad you're here. Let me get the chat turned on and just see who's here. So, December 2nd, and tonight is video number 72. Would you believe 72 weekly videos? Plus the few extras that I did. Oh, there is Joanne. Hello, Joanne. Happy December. Hope everybody is doing well. I think tonight we're going to have a quiet night. I've had a really intense few weeks, as some of you know, but I'm optimistic I'm going to make it through. And for those of you who don't, I'm a graduate student, and this is my last semester, but there's a lot to do. Oh, and there's Jane. Welcome, Jane. You've been missed. Yep, Joan did message me about her weekend getaway, so that sounds really nice for her. Yes, it's been really warm here. So we did have snow. We don't any longer. Oh, and there is Valerie. Welcome, Valerie. I'm just sitting here with Dexter. Oh, that's not good. I hope you're feeling better, Jane. So for anyone new, about 10 minutes in, we will start with our first healing pulse, and then we will go on to individual healing. And throughout the night, we'll do additional healing pulses. So we will get started shortly. So if you're watching the replay, you might want to just fast forward till about 10 minutes in. Unless you don't mind the chit chat. I know some people comment they don't like it. At least on other videos that I watch, they don't like that initial hello with everyone. Oh, most definitely, Jane. You need to build back up again. So I think today, tonight we'll do our typical regular clearings. I'm thinking we should do some more pendulum work. We did that, was it a month ago? That was sort of fun. Unless you guys want to do the scribble stuff. Pendulums, I think, are more interesting. But the scribble, it's just a little bizarre how that works. So I think it takes longer. So did everyone have a good Thanksgiving? Did you eat too much? Shop too much? Did you have a nice long weekend? I know I did way too much schoolwork, and I'm working on some final things, and watched way too much Hallmark. Yep, I admit it. Christmas movies. All right, so 5 minutes, we will be doing our first healing pulse. So if you've never done that before, generally we send the energy to wherever you direct it. And so if it's something physical, that's pretty easy. But if you have something emotional going on, you need to think about where you feel that emotion in your body. So especially like if it's anxiety, where do you feel that anxiousness? And that's where you'll want to direct the energy to. And that's going to be the hardest part of the healing pulse, is figuring out where you want to receive the energy. Other than that, pretty basic. You just need to be open to allowing the energy to happen. So Dexter is sleeping next to me. Duncan is over in his little bed. Not too exciting today yet, right? Oh, so how about everyone else? Anything new, exciting, anything going on? No? If you guys are starting out so quiet, you're all going to be sleeping by the time we finish. Christmas movies, most definitely, Valerie. It's an important time of year. Oh, that sounds wonderful, Valerie. And how far away is that? Trying to think what else. Got a few little stones here. So this is an amethyst. I'm playing around with some crystals. And let's see what else I've got. This is a rose quartz. It looks almost like regular quartz, but it's got a hint of pink. This is another quartz. Oh, and then I've got some big chunks of hematite for grounding. Ooh, it's cold. All right, so 2 minutes. So does everybody know where you're going to send the healing pulse energy to? Fabulous, Joanne. 6 hours in the freeway? Ooh, Valerie, that's a long time. Oh, and there is Marina. Welcome, Marina. You have perfect timing. We're just going to start our first healing pulse in like 2 minutes. Rudy, the cat, is sitting in the chair next to us, snoring. I'm glad he's not too loud. And now Duncan has the hiccups. What are you doing, Duncan? I think he's going to climb over here. Uh-oh. This only happens right when we're getting started. So here's Dexter. And there's Duncan. Are you going to sit down, Duncan? You've been sleeping so nice. Is that the problem? I should have had you playing. Oh. Oh, and there is Anne-Marie. Welcome, Anne-Marie. We are going to start the healing pulse in 1 minute. Unless dogs go crazy, which sometimes they do, right? We shall see. So Anne-Marie, is your cat all ready to go, sitting on your lap? Okay. It is 7:10. Yay. So let's start with our first healing pulse. All right. So think about where you want to receive the energy. If it's someplace physical, very easy. Although, if you can't reach a place like in the middle of your back, or if you're having trouble bending and you want to reach your foot, if you can't reach it, imagine that's where your hands are. And then it should have the same effect as if you can actually touch it. So if you have something emotional that you're dealing with, think about where you feel the emotion. So for instance, When I'm really anxious, I feel it in the pit of my stomach. So that's where I'll want to send the healing pulse energy. So to get started, you've got your location, and then I want you to rub your hands together until they're warm, and then place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energy. And once you do that, imagine I'm putting my hands on yours. So not only are you receiving your own healing frequencies, but mine too. And so here's the most important part of this whole healing energy is you need to be open and allowing the energy to flow and go to exactly where it needs to go, and just breathe it in. There are some of you who experience a deeper healing with breath work, and we will do that on some of the other healing pulses. But for now, just focus on breathing deep, a deep in and a deep out, and open and allowing. Imagine the energy just going exactly to where it needs to go, and just breathe it in. Okay, so that was our first healing pulse of the night. Let me know how you did. And then I'm getting my list ready. Look at this. I'm not quite halfway through my book, but each page is a day. That's a lot of days of healing. So tonight we're going to offer. Ooh, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. So tonight we'll offer, additional healing pulses, and then we will also release and remove trapped emotions. So I haven't decided which tool I'm going to use for that. And in Jane's honor, I think we will do brain balancing, because I know she really likes that. If anyone else has any special requests, let me know. Thank you, Valerie. So, and then as always, we will do the aura strengthening, and then also we'll do the healing pulses to go. All right, so let's see. All right, so Valerie, I think you are first on the list. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anyone. Yeah, if you're having lower back pain, that's not good if you're going to be driving for 6 hours. Okay, so Valerie's first on the list with lower back pain. All right, Jane, heart and chest. We will see. And that's a pretty common area for energies to be stuck at. So let's see. I've got my list. Oh, that was Marina. Sorry. It must have jumped on me. So Marina is heart and chest. Jane Bonding with a new class. That's a great one, Jane. Oh, and Sissy is here too. Welcome, Sissy. All right, so Valerie, we're going to see what tool I'm going to use for you. And we're going to start by working on the negative beliefs chart. Let me just find it. I actually printed this out instead of putting you guys on hold and making you wait. Okay, so let's see. All right, so actually negative emotion list, and then we'll see which one comes up. Unmindful, Valerie. Let me get an age on that and see if that matches up with a event or a memory. Around age 18, unmindful. So let's release that. And I'm getting that did release and the voids have been filled. Jane, I'm so glad things are going good in your class because I know last year was really tough on you. Yes, Diane. Sissy, I can see your comments. I switched things so that the channel that you used to go to that I couldn't see your comments, you can't go there anymore. Yeah, that wasn't very helpful to anyone that you could go there and watch, but you couldn't participate. All right, so Joanne, emotional memories, releasing. Well, that's not good, Anne-Marie. So it sounds like we stirred up some things. I'll call you after, or I'll definitely call you. Okay? Actually, I'll message you and we'll set up something. All right. All right, so we've got Jane next. But bonding with her new class. And let's see what tool I'm going to use. I think we're just going to stick with this one. Let's see, though, if it's a different page. Unworthy, Jane. Let me get an age on that. $29. That is not a good one because that makes you easily feel that you're not worthy. So let's get rid of that. Okay, so that released. All right, Marina, you are next, and we're going to work on your heart and chest area and to see if there's some emotions that are sort of stuck there. And I do get a yes for that. So let's see what that is. We're going to just switch to a different page. Punished, Marina. Let me get an age on that. $19. Let's get rid of that because that something else that isn't helpful. Okay, so that did release and the voids have been removed. Joanne, we're going to work on releasing some emotional memories. Pressured. Does that ring a bell, Joanne, with memories that you're thinking about? Let me get an age on that. Is that helpful, Marina? "19, Joanne. So let's release that. Uh-oh, and Dexter's over there growling. Did you hear him? Of course, that mainly happens, when I'm chatting with you guys, right? All right, so pressured did get released. Let me just see if he will chill out. Dexter, come here. The good and the bad about not being in my little office in the cold and the dark. So let's see. All right, so Anne-Marie, let's see if there's anything emotional about what you're experiencing now too, okay? I'm getting there's something that is playing a role, so let's see what that is. Wounded, Anne-Marie. Let me get an age on that. "19. I think 19 is the age of the evening. We had 1 18 and 3 age 19. Very interesting. Oh, and there's Geraldine. So imagine, Marina, that when you were punished, some of that hurt is in your heart, your chest. So imagine that you can just take that and release that. That's playing a role. Well, welcome back, Geraldine. It's been a while. Let me know if there's anything you want to work on. All right, so let's see. What time is it? 7:24. So another 6 minutes, we'll do another healing pulse. So I'm going to go back around and start at the top of the list. So let me know if there's anyone else that I should add to the list, or I will keep working on the issue that you gave me to. So let's see. So Valerie, that lower back pain, is that still at the same level or did that drop a bit? Come here, Dexter. I'm sorry. Every week, right? Why should I be surprised? Withdrawn, Valerie. Let me get an age on that. "18. So let's release that. And I'm getting that has been released. Dexter, come here, little crybaby. Okay, so next we're going to do Jane. Bonding with her new class. Switch to a different page. Misused. Let me get an age on that. Age 16, Jane. Does that word, do you connect that to an event at 16? So I'm going to go ahead and release that. So that's been released. And the voids have been filled. Marina, you are next. Marina, miserable. Let me get an age on that. Around age 12. Let's get rid of that because that definitely makes you feel more sensitive to that. Duncan, come here. Can you be a good puppy? Huh? Little Duncan? Well, congratulations, Geraldine. That's exciting. I hope everything's going well. Yeah. What is the deal with you? He's a little crazy, huh? Come here, Dexter. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Marina. That's not how childhood should be. But I think you're working on healing it, so I'm glad that you are doing that. So let's just make sure that that released. Okay, so that did release. All right, 2 minutes. So we'll do Joanne. I think he sees the neighbor, Sissy. Oh, Marina, I didn't know you had a kitty. That's very nice. All right, so Joanne, let's see what else we can do about releasing some of those emotional memories. Let's switch to this. And it's the emotion of worried. Let me get an age on that. Around age 39, Joanne. Let's get rid of that. That did release. All right, Anne-Marie, let's see if we can work on another layer to whatever's going on with you. Worthless. That is not a good one either. Not that there's really any good trapped emotions, but you guys have had some not very nice ones. So let's see what age worthless was, Anne-Marie. $27. So let's get rid of that. And then we will do another healing pulse. Okay, that did release, and the voids have been filled for you, Anne-Marie. So let's do our second healing pulse of the night. So with this, you can use it the same location that you did for the first one, or if you want to put your hands in a different location. And for anyone just coming in, like Geraldine, think about where you want to receive healing energies. If it's something physical, that's where you'll want to place your hands. If it's something emotional, think about where you feel that emotion, and that's where you'll want to send the energy. So rub your hands together until they're warm and place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energy. And then imagine your hands, or my hands, are on your hands, and you're allowing the energy to flow and go exactly to where it needs to go. And for those of you who experience a deeper healing through breath, we're going to start with the box breath. And so I want you to breathe in as deep as you can and hold it. Release it. And hold it. And then just keep repeating. So in, hold, out, hold. And that was our second healing pulse of the night. Let me know how you're doing, especially those of you who have some physical things going on. Let me know if things are reducing. So next, I think I'll do my little mini commercial. So I have a holiday special for new clients. So if you have not had a session with me, or you have but want to gift a session to someone, I've got a really good special going on through the end of January. And it is, so my regular rates for a session are $90. There is a $30 discount. So a regular session is $60 for an hour-long session. And with those, I use all my tools. And if you're interested in learning muscle testing and haven't picked that up through when I've taught you on a Thursday night, we can do that. I also do more in-depth healing as far as energy work with Reiki, reconnective healing, Shambhala. I also have an entity removal tool, an offensive energy tool, but basically we'll muscle test and see what tools we're going to use. And then generally I ask that you show up to your appointment with 3 things: emotional, weird internet things again, ladies. So hopefully it will right itself. That's a little crazy because all of a sudden my camera went off. So I don't know if there's like a power glitch or if it's because of the internet. I am not sure. It's been a few weeks since I've had trouble. So very strange. I think I'm back. Looks like we lost one person. All right, so I'm going to go through the list one more time. Let me just make sure I didn't miss any comments. Oh, Anne Marie says she feels a bit lighter, so that's good. But we will chat about that soon too. Oh, good. It looks like everybody can see me now. Yeah, just really dislike these technical things. But I did see the stream flicker, so it must be something to do with the internet. Um, so much for paying extra to have cable internet. Frustrating. So let's do one more round of the individual healing, and then we will do the brain balancing and the aura strengthening. All right, so I'm going to start, and then if you did not note or let me know of any individual healing, please do that now so we can get you in before the end of the night. So Valerie, let's see if there's more we can do about that back pain. Do you hear that in the background? That is Duncan. He has become obsessed with squeaky toys, and he will gut an animal in no time. As far as a stuffed animal, I mean. Yeah, that would be gross if he was doing something else. Duncan, quit! His tail's wagging. He's just a little crazy dog. All right, Valerie, uneasy. Let me get an age on that. "28, Valerie, uneasy. So that's playing a role in your back. Yes, the little dog is so excited about squeakies that he will work on getting to the squeaky part. He's even lost a little tooth on his lower jaw because he's just obsessed. He doesn't care. Not your whole life, Valerie. 28. 28. So that did release. And let's see. Jane is next. Let's see. It's the word puny, Jane. That seems so weird. Oh, Valerie, I do recall that. You're like the only female on the whole boat, weren't you? I don't know if I'd like that. All right, puny. Let me get an age on that, Jane. Maybe that'll mean something. I know, it doesn't exactly make sense, but some of the things on the list are just considered negative. Um, and not really emotional. I mean, some of these are just, I mean, like there's just some random words in here. So I don't know unless puny means something else. So let me get an age and then I'll look it up and see if maybe there's an alternate meaning. Because in the Midwest, puny means like little and small and sort of weak. Yep, sissy, that's what happens here. Yep, the first time Duncan did it, he did it on my bed. So there was like stuffing everywhere. It was really sort of extreme. 38, Jane. So let me look up puny and just see if there's any unusual alternative type of meanings. Here we go. 160 synonyms of puny. Bantam, diminutive, dinky, dwarfish, fine, half pint. Ooh, Lilliputian? Never heard of that one. Little, pint size, pocket, pocket size, pygmy, shrimpy, slight, small, smallish, subnormal, toy-like, undersized. I wonder what. I'm still getting a yes, though, Jane. The good thing is, I can release it. Well, it was synonyms and antonyms, so I focused on the synonyms. And then it also had some other things too. Puny 38. Let's see that. Yeah, because the other two that you had, Jane, were unworthy 29 and misused 16. So I did get puny to release. But I sort of wonder when you feel puny, I think you feel more like not very confident. So I wonder if that is playing a role. Let me know if something comes to you, Jane, because I know with you, oftentimes something does come to you, and you typically are right on when it does. All right, so Marina, you're next. Marina, I'm wondering, your heart and your chest, are you feeling a little lighter, a little less tight? Let's see what else we can do with that. It is the feeling of being mixed up. Let me get you an age for that. 13, Marina. Let's get rid of that because that's not serving you. Okay, so that's released and the voids have been filled. Okay, so we've got Joanne next. Joanne, are you feeling a little less emotional? Melancholy. That sounds like a good one that would relate. Let me get an age. No, that's a new one. But I'm using my list, Marina, that has like 400 negative emotions. So eventually it will come up with something a little bit different. All right, so Joanne, and melancholy. 36, Joanne. So let's release that. Good, Joanne. I'm glad you can feel that. Imagine it lessening. So energetically, we've got some really big things happening. So we've got a new moon in Sagittarius, plus there's a solar eclipse. So those of you who are sensitive to those types of energies, just be aware. All right, so Joanne, and then we've got Anne Marie. Let's see what else we can work on, Anne Marie. Vulnerable. Okay, let's see what that is. For an age. Age 47, Anne Marie. So let's release that because that's definitely not serving you. Good, Joanne. I like when you guys are feeling it. Okay, so Anne Marie, vulnerable has been released. And the voids have been filled. Does anyone else have any special requests before we go on to the next segment? Oh, and for those of you who are, gosh, total brain blank right there. So I talked a little bit about the Reiki video. If you're really interested in Reiki, I am teaching a Reiki class next month, January 15th and 16th. It's $430. It's 2 full days. So Marina, is that mean you're going to feel it even more? Is that a good thing or maybe not? I'm not too into my astrology. All right, so let me just see if anyone else has commented. No. So we are going to do the brain balancing, and then we will end with the aura strengthening and the healing pulses to go. Good, Marina. It's good to be prepared. Because I know with the new moon, if you want to bring things new into fruition, it's also a good time for that too. So let's do the brain balancing. So with the brain balancing, you can use your own energy. You can use your energy plus the healing pulse, or you can just use the healing pulse. It's all about intention. And so basically you're sending energy to the left and right brain hemispheres, helping them balance, increasing the neural pathways between the two hemispheres. And when the hemispheres are balanced, things are so much easier, physically, mentally, emotionally. So I want you to start by rubbing your hands together. And then I want you to take your 2 fingers for each hand, and I want you to put them on the side of your head, touching your scalp about an inch above your ears. And so push your fingers through your hair. And then you're going to start to gather the energy in one hand. And so just imagine the energy swirling in the one hand. And it's whatever hand you choose. Imagine the energy swirling and building and getting stronger. And then at some point, release the energy to make its way towards the other hand. And the first couple times, it'll it'll be a little slower because you are rebuilding or sometimes just widening your neural pathways. And so, like right now for me, it's about a quarter of the way through. It's about halfway through. It's about 3/4 of the way through. Okay, and now it's started to exit. So I'm going to gather that energy in my hand. Gathering and building, and imagine that energy increasing. And then when that hand gets full, I'm going to start sending it back to the other hand. Now this will go a little faster than the first time, but still not as fast as it will be. So like right now it's halfway. And now it's starting to exit. So gather that energy. And then the more you do it, the faster you can go. So in the end, imagine it's sort of like a laser pointer, just going back and forth and back and forth. Oh, Jane, that's a nice request. I could use that because especially when it's so cold up here, I think this week, next Tuesday, it's supposed to be down to 12. I'm not looking forward to that. So keep sending it back and forth. And let's do it a couple more times. And then we will move on to the aura strengthening. Okay, so finish up. All right, so that was tonight's brain balancing. I hope you enjoyed that. And so we are going to end the night with the aura strengthening. And the important thing about this is the stronger your aura, the more easy it is to repel negativity. And as you all know, there's a lot of negative out there. And so with this, I do like you to get used to working with your own energy, but you can also call in the healing pulse with this because it's all about intention. And with this, you're also going to get a week's worth of healing pulses to go. Basically, you just call on them by rubbing your hands together. And if you decide not to use the healing pulse, you're still activating your energies with your hands. And then I want you to start beaming your energy to your aura, whether you do it this way or you do it this way or you do it this way, wherever you decide you want to receive it in whatever manner. The important thing is your intention, and your intention is to strengthen your aura. And so just breathe in that energy. Let's do a little tweak of our breath for this. So I want a really deep, slow inhale and a really fast, short exhale. Are you ready? That's sort of a weird one. But at least with that, I don't get lightheaded. So let's do a really deep inhale and a really short, powerful exhale. So imagine that out breath having power and energy and sending that to your aura too. I don't think I like that one as well as some of the other sort of fiery breaths that you're just pretty intense. That doesn't quite do it. Okay, so how's everybody auras doing? Do you feel it? I know some of you do. Of course, now I have both dogs sleeping on me. They have perfect timing, don't they? They do. Okay. And that is the end of our aura strengthening for tonight. So let me know how you did. If you have any special requests for next time so I can prepare. Anything fun? Good, Jane. Love the feedback. So I will be here next Thursday at 7 Central. And I'm going to check the calendar too, just because of the holidays. It looks like Christmas Eve is on a Friday, so I guess I don't need to worry about that. My family celebrates Christmas Eve. That's our tradition. So I don't really do anything on Christmas Day. So good, Emery. Nice to see. Love to hear that. Holiday blues. That is a good one. Because I know, especially with COVID, not everybody sees their family like they used to. You know, I'm seeing my family tomorrow, but I have not seen them since, was it October? Maybe September? So thank you, Jane. I have made a note. Wow, Marina, I'm glad you are really feeling that, because I know there are times when you haven't felt it. Cool. Oh, and there's Joanne yawning. Most definitely, Marina. Well, as always, guys, this was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you have an amazing week. That's too bad, Jane. So, on that note, I just want to thank everyone. You know, remember, tell your family you love them and take care of those wonderful little fur families too. Good, Marina. Go with what makes you feel it a little bit more or makes it easier. So I hope to see everyone next week. Invite your friends. Let them know about my fabulous holiday special. Yeah, one of these days I am going to have Joan record me a commercial because she's so good at that. And I'm like so not good at commercials. But yeah, I need to do it, I think. So have a good night, and I will see you next week. Bye.